But yeah, in any case, I think one of the things to look for here is as Bobby goes for lasers, whether that's, you know, laser in place or approaching laser or whatever, you might see Y.Link looking for those bomb pulls. Both players are just going to nair at each other instead.
Yeah, I think we're going to see way more aerials than lasers or bombs. Both of them are actually going to use projectiles just as pressure startup, basically. I think you see bombs and boomerangs being used at close to point-blank range, immediately being followed up by something. And of course, we're all very familiar with approaching laser into some sort of aerial or grab or shine mix-up. And ooh, very clever edge guard from Bobby. Good to see that. That looked rehearsed, right? Like I'm not sure if he's played Y.Links before, but that is one of the weaknesses of the Link's up Bs is that the hitbox kind of disappears at the end for a second.
Yeah, and it is a really tricky edge guard, right? Like if Falco misses that, he gets clipped and is like in deep trouble. So really good on Bobby to be clean on that the first time it comes up.
Yep. So definitely, I will say the Falco's biggest strength in this matchup is in fact the pressure, not the projectiles, right? His ability to pressure Link's shield and his ability to crowd cancel almost every option that Link has, except for oh, and there we see Link getting a conversion straight to 30%. Man, kind of what you're looking for with Y.Link. You want to get past those low percent because once Nair knocks down, you're kind of a real character. But before that, it's real hard.
Yeah, and Y.Link having the grapple grab does make it really hard for him to find good answers out of shield.
Yeah.
Against Falco, right? So Falco gets to have just like really strong shield pressure.
What a combo! Find these conversions. Oh my god, finding multiple soft hits in there. Up air, boomerang, I think it was, into soft nair. Like, come on.
How can you call that a low tier? Like, he just did a sick combo. It's this guy. I think this is just a good character nobody knows. It's not that Axe is. That can't be it.
How many times are we going to say that about Axe? Done with this guy just finding good characters that nobody knows about.
Yeah, he's cheating. Oh my god, and Axe just steals it away again. He's up 3 stocks to 1. He does get caught by the invincible F smash, playing a little too close to Bobby while Bobby has no fear.
Finds the cross up Nair and just Nair's right back in. Good awareness from Bobby. I think a lot of times your instinct might be to reset with a laser against Y.Link, but actually your best course of action is to keep up the pressure. Kind of like resetting with lasers, quote unquote, is like just less pressure than, because like Y.Link can't handle just your normal pressure, right? So we're finding Bobby get a lot of mileage out of this. That being said, Axe is maneuvering with his limited option set so well, finding the perfect aerial drifts and like different aerial timings. Really clean.
Yeah, and I think one of the other things to talk about here is Bobby is like using crouch cancel really effectively, which is like a hard tool for Y.Link to deal with.
Yeah.
And somehow like Axe is just like making it look like not that big a deal. Like I don't even fully understand what's happening there. Yeah. Like Bobby's crouch canceling. Axe is going in. Y.Link has like no good option to beat the crouch cancel at this percent, at this spacing. And then Bobby loses the interaction.
You're like, no, that was the thing. He did it. He did the thing. What's happening here? Yeah, I think part of it is, I know the one stock, I kind of stressed it. He got a bomb combo right to 40%. Some of them are very specific drift timings. He does short hop back air, which allows Y.Link to double jump out of it. So he can kind of short hop back air, get crouch canceled, but then double jump out, and then he'll falling nair onto you, and then he'll cross you up with a soft nair, and then he down smashes that one, and then like even though you crouch cancel twice, he just spaced around your crouch cancel option and then hit you, right? So definitely Axe is playing around it. He's aware what moves can be crouch canceled, except for that one. That was terrible. He just got crouch cancel shine.
Yeah, but I mean, all seriousness, right? He did get crouch cancel shine, and then Bobby got 20%. Never mind, Bobby killed him. That was terrible. Holy moly.
All because of that crouch cancel shine earlier. It just shows the matchup's impossible. Y.Link gets crouch canceled and dies, and that's what happens. Oh man, see a nair down smash. If you miss a crouch cancel shine, you get big punished, right? Like he went for the crouch cancel shine, the shine whiffed, and he got down smashed.
Oh, and look, the empty hop in. He's like trying to force Bobby to just sit there crouching, or shielding at this point. But Bobby was actually able to roll out there.
Yep.
Yeah, and we're seeing Bobby go
up air.
Ooh. These up airs to poke the side platform are like really scary for Falco. It's like hard to protect your feet very well.
Yeah, you want to like point your shield down and then bring it back to the side to be ready to shield drop and stuff. That execution can trick you out. Gets hit by the bomb off stage, but barely. Y.Link is still not able to make it back, so Bobby kind of gets away with it.
Yeah, I guess it's fine. Okay, I like the use of light shield there. You talked about how Axe is like trying to space his aerials really effectively. What it does mean is if you get the extra pushback from the light shield, that maybe Axe can't follow up.
Yep.
So I think that's pretty good. And like the problem, well,
this is another Axe classic. He just puts down 12 bombs on the stage when you're dying. And like you come back invincibly, he just got traps, and he'll like throw one, pick another one, throw one, combo it into something and stuff. So you gotta be careful what he's up to because he's always scheming. These mid-tier mains, man, they're scheming.
Yeah, and you know, I always say like if you're a young Link or a Link and you have good bomb setups between stocks, that's how I know you've spent too much time on the character. Like, look at this.
That is to say that you spent time on the character.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god. Even these trades are pretty good for Young Link. Like, they both blew each other up there, and Young Link wants any damage on Falco, because he really doesn't want Falco at 0%. So even though he was, like, up in percent, he's kind of down to get Falco out of that percent, and now he kind of starts to be able to play the game. Just gets out of there, but Bobby's keeping up the pressure. You like to see that.
Yeah, and you can still feel like a little bit of discomfort on Bobby's side, right? Like he's not getting the like really clean like big 0-to-death combos that you sort of have come to expect out of Bobby. That's a big problem for the crouch cancels as well, right? Like if you crouch cancel something and get the hit, but then you don't convert off of it, it like doesn't matter that much.
Yep, exactly.
So, kind of a big problem.
Yeah,
oh my god.
There's the back airs that I was talking about that kind of maneuver around the crouch canceling. He can double jump, hit you with another one, and then hit you with a falling aerial, and just like that, you're at 40%. So Young Link definitely has some tricky setups to kind of get there. But Bobby now, keeping up the pressure, you really want to be the one putting on the pressure. I feel like every time Bobby's trying to find either a crouch cancel or an out of shield option, he's playing a weird, finicky, mid-tier Vortex game, right? But when he's the one putting on pressure, he's doing Falco stuff, and it just works.
Yeah. And Young doesn't really have any good answers to the Falco game, right? Like, it's just really tricky.
Yep. Even there, like, Bobby did an approaching down air and then spot dodge. And the spot dodge is what got punished, right? Like, Young Link really needs you to do panic defensive options in order for him to find the hits. And Axe, as a player, has this aura that just makes you want to be scared and do panic defensive options. He can do it with every character. I think, like, one of the more recent things that we've seen from Axe was at Summit, they had the Smurf bracket, right? Where everybody played a character that nobody knew who it was. And Axe's was the non-wobbling ice climbers. And his ice climbers were insane. They're just, like, the most aggressive. Like, yeah, let's just go. I'm the most aggressive character of all time. And so we see it with Pikachu, Young Link, ice climbers, including Sopo. He doesn't need the best tools to be the scariest player on the screen.
Yeah, that's a great way to sort of like wrap up what Axe does in the game, right? Like he's just so threatening. And if you watch, like Bobby is going into a lot of these situations where he'll get a dare on shield, and like, okay, you dare as Falco, you dare someone's shield. What are you scared of? You're scared of grab out of shield. But like Link doesn't have that, so you're really nothing. And yet Bobby feels like he has to roll away. Yeah, which is crazy, right?
Oh
like,
my
that's
god,
like a
but not now. Now he's keeping up the pressure. And let's keep in mind, Bobby did close out that last game, right? So I feel like we're kind of talking about Axe as being this like unstoppable fourth who just lost the game and now is getting giga pressured. So I kind of feel like Bobby's kind of finding it. He's finding his footing and he's realizing, actually, what are you gonna do if I just do shine down air, shine down air, shine down air? I'm not sure you have an answer. Ooh, and Axe gets a little too cute there, doing grapple up, wall jump back air, and Bobby just back airs it.
Okay, and Bobby finds a shine again to close out this, or to start up this combo. Young Link's like way down there. That was a nice wall jump though.
Yep, that's one of those options that like Link can't do because he doesn't have a wall jump, but Young Link gets the additional option of grappling up and then wall jumping, adding another layer to that recovery there.
Yeah, and I talked a little bit ago about the approaching aerial into roll, and you're seeing Bobby not do that anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he just did it, but ignore that.
Look,
and
Casper,
when he goes,
you can't just say things, all right?
Well, when Bobby does go for the approaching, but he gets okay, nice. Oh, catches the mistech with the down smash.
Yeah, I want to talk real quickly about Young Link's out of shield options. Because while he does have limited options, you have to then look what your opponent is actually choosing, given that they have limited options. It tends to be back air out of shield and nair out of shield, and then wave dashing out in either direction, often into a boomerang, or just rolling out, right? So it is mainly things that lose to just aerial shine, right? Or you just have to read the rolls or the wave dashes. And so you can do like aerial to aerial, or you just do aerial shine to protect yourself from, nair out of shield or something, right? So.
Yeah, and I think what we're seeing is that when Bobby maintains pressure after the first aerial on shield, that's when he like looks like he's really strong. And when he gives up that has answers.
Yep. And it's kind of tricky because you see Axe, like, if you try to pressure too hard, like shine nair, shine nair, shine nair, he will wave dash out and then immediately be ready to play the next neutral interaction, right? So you kind of want to keep up enough pressure while being able to cover rolls and wave dash out. So it's a delicate balance. Bobby does seem to be finding it there.
Oh, and there we find a CC down smash. She's gone for a couple of those this game in particular. They seem pretty good, but those sweet spot up Bs are looking pretty tricky for Bobby to cover.
Yeah. And these low grapples are really tricky to cover too, because he comes up and he can tech on the way up, and also he wall jumps and becomes invincible, and then does an aerial, and then does a sweet spot up out of it. So there's like kind of quite a lot of layers to this recovery. You can walk up and down smash that as well. Even if you get hit by the up B, you can CC and then down smash before the last hit. But there's just like so many little trickery, especially when Axe throws in these wall jumping grapples. Feels very Samus-esque.
Yeah, and look at that. He's just going to close out another stock. And all of a sudden, after Bobby looked kind of dominant at the beginning of this game, Axe is in the lead again.
There's a couple lasers here, but at 150%. And you see the wall jump, double jump back on, throw the bomb. There's just so much trickery to the way that this character moves around. And it's just jarring. No other character moves like that and has these sort of like item throw options out of it too. So it's just hard to see. And these air-to-air options are also favoring Y.Link because now he just doesn't have to deal with CC up there. That being said, he still has worse hitboxes. Like, technically, he doesn't have to deal with CC, but it's not like he likes having to deal with Falco's back air.
Right. Oh, okay. Bobby finds the up tilt, but he can't find the combo off of it.
Yeah.
Axe just finding like the tiniest ways to escape. Another CC down smash. I like that option from Bobby. He's using it a lot, but he's gonna need some more percent before it matters here.
Oh, great spacing from Bobby, but Axe somehow picks the perfect timing to nair out of shield. So once again, he doesn't need the most fancy out of shield option. He just needs the tried and true, old reliable nair. And that will carry him all the way to an edge guard. And, you know, you don't need the best way to read a side B to the edge. You just need a forward tilt, and he gets there. Axe up 2-1.
Yeah, man. I mean, it looked like Bobby had such a strong answer there at the beginning of that game. The continued pressure after the approaching aerials. But like you said, the wave dash and roll out. If Bobby goes for like one too many iteration pressure, Axe just gets to punish him straight out. And even if Bobby reacts effectively, if he wasn't hard reading that movement option, now it's just an even mix-up that Axe seems to be getting the better of. So pretty tricky stuff.
That's like a quote-unquote basic mix-up. That's a mix-up that every character has against Falco, right? Like, Fox can play the same mix-ups that Y.Link is playing. It's just you also have to account for Shina's shield and shield grab, right? So, like, in a way, that it is like a simplified version of a mix-up that Falco already knows, but because it's so polarized onto this mix-up, and also there's additional things like once he wave dashes out, he can like short hop out boomerang and stuff like that. So it's like it's a little bit unusual for how you're supposed to go about making a game plan for how you want to shield pressure, because you're so used to like, oh, let's spam West Ball shines to beat the quick out of shield option. Well, Y.Link doesn't have a quick out of shield option, so what are you really covering with the second shine, right? And stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see if he can kind of pin him down or punish some. Specifically, the wave dashes out are the ones that I want to get red with something like an aerial in aerial or something, right?
All right, so we're gonna go to Yoshi's here for game 4. Bobby loves this stage. It's, you know, very small. It allows his like very high speed to just be even more pressuring and overwhelming. Obviously, Axe isn't gonna be overwhelmed by any speed that Bobby can pull out, but I still think it's a fine pick here.
Oh, goes for the dash attack. Bobby kind of ready for it, but the ledge hop nair is gonna get him out of the corner. Y.Link with a bomb is way more annoying on the ledge than Y.Link without a bomb. Ledge hop bomb is just, there's no easy answer to it. Oh, and Randall getting involved in that edge guard.
Ooh, and lucky Axe. Yeah, I can't believe Axe knew that Bobby was gonna fall through that platform. I thought for sure that he had to cover like on the plat, and Axe just goes for the down smash. On
both
stage.
Of them doing aerials out of shield back and forth. Bobby going for the star jump backer, and it does get there. The second iteration of it will hit Axe after he does a wall jump of his own. They're both kind of playing around on the stage, showing us some fancy stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say that I was gonna say that the grapples have been such a big part of Axe's recovery that I would have preferred to see Bobby go to a stage that doesn't have a wall.
Yeah.
But then Bobby shows that he sort of had an answer pre-planned, so I guess it's fine.
Yeah, I'm not even sure how calculated it was. I'm pretty sure Bobby was just like, hell yeah, Scar Jump, let's go. Oh, these up airs are really hard to maneuver around. Probably Y.Link's best hitbox. If you try to contest it directly, you will lose. It does beat down air and can kind of shark the platforms really well. It's kind of counterintuitive. Falco wants to play on the ground, and then that's where you have to deal with like boomerangs and bombs and stuff. So you want to play on the ground, but you want to have initiative most of the time. So it's kind of the dichotomy you're playing with here.
Yeah, and
keeps working.
Oh, and yeah, he catches the drift in off the double jump, and he's just able to get the kill. So Axe finds himself up again.
Wave dash out bomb throw, showing that even when we haven't seen that much of Y.Link having a bomb in these interactions, but it does complicate the scenarios even more, right? Wave dash out bomb throw, that's not an option that we've talked about until now. So it's still a wave dash out of shield, but it's different what he can do out of it.
Yeah, and in particular, right, we've seen Axe mostly go for like aerials out of the wave dash out. And so the fact that he doesn't have to give Bobby that cue or that trigger of the short hop is like a big deal, right?
Exactly. It was just so instant. He wave dashed instant through it, and now we're seeing him just rack on a ton of damage with his stock lead. This is kind of where Y.Link kind of thrives. When stray hits is all he needs to get an advantage, then he can just go for bombs and boomerangs a lot, and he's finding quite a lot of these projectiles into just one aerial or something, right? Bobby does find a side B back on, though. See if he can turn it into something. He needs to find a big opening here. He's having trouble finding that big hit. Great up air. You're seeing approaches from the side platform actually are contesting Y.Link's good hitboxes, so it's kind of tough to get there.
Yeah, and there Bobby comes back with invincibility, but Axe just holds on to the bomb for just long enough. Oh no, he's just dead? No, okay, he lives.
He's just dead. Of course, you're talking about Y.Link, right?
That's what I meant. Yeah. All right, so one stock apiece. Bobby's at 30% here. He finds the falling the 3 hits of the up or the fair. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah, this combo was pretty much as much as he could have gotten there. He got the full 70% and now kind of resets back to neutral, but he's not in a bad spot. So avoiding any sort of reversal and getting the percent lead here is really good. Finds a power shield on the boomerang. Great shot out of shield 2. He's been, oh my god, he goes for the all-out edge guard, double jump back airs. I feel like he was getting frustrated dealing with the boomerang stuff, and he's like, maybe I can just back air him before the hook shot even comes out. But it costs him as Axe kind of finagles his way around it and just kills him for it. Kind of tough. Bobby looked like he had that one in the bag, but he still had to close it out, and that's the part that gets you.